be exploring two of the hottest new food trends. We're going to be making a delicious tomato soup using our blender. It's not just for smoothies anymore. And we're also going to be making avocado toast with fresh avocados. What could be better? Let's go ahead and get started. To begin, I've lined a large baking sheet with aluminum foil. We're going to go ahead and take our onion and we're going to quarter it. It's a big one. Go ahead and peel off the onion skin. And we're going to go ahead and put that on our baking sheet. Stuck. Oopsie. What we're doing right now is preparing our vegetables to roast for the soup. Okay, we have our onion. Then we've got 3 stalks of celery, and we're going to give those a rough chop. Get rid of my trash. Just a real rough chop. Put those on the baking sheet with the onion. Then we're going to go ahead and let me check my recipe. We've got 8 tomatoes and we're going to cut them in half. Well, first thing I'm going to do is cut off the stems. I don't think anybody would like to eat those. That might be disgusting. Now that our tomatoes are cut, we're going to place them on the baking sheet with the celery and the onion, cut side up. If they don't all fit, I'll get another baking sheet. I think we can squeeze them on here. Now we need 5 cloves of garlic. We don't have to mince them or chop them or anything, but we do need to get the skin off. The easiest way to peel a little clove of garlic is to stick it in one of these handy-dandy silicone garlic tubes. Just pop it in, roll it back and forth, and presto, peeled garlic. Now that we have all of our cloves of garlic, we're going to go ahead and put those on the tray with the celery and the onions and the tomatoes. And we're going to go ahead and give it a good shower with 2 tablespoons of olive oil. So here's one. Drizzle it all around. Try to have even coverage. Okay, drizzle that all here. Now, I don't necessarily trust my drizzling skills, so I'm going to also use my handy olive oil sprayer and just give all the vegetables just a quick little spritz, just to make sure that they have a nice even coverage with the olive oil, but not too much. All right, perfect. Ready to go. Next, we need a pinch, nope, excuse me, not a pinch, a half a teaspoon of some kosher salt. And again, we're going to just sprinkle that all over all of our glorious vegetables here. Good. Looks good. A little bit more. And then we need black pepper. And this just says to taste. So we're going to go ahead and just sprinkle it on there because I like my vegetables to be pretty heavily seasoned. Not sure about you. Okay. Now that we've got our vegetables all ready to go, we're going to go ahead and pop them into the oven, which has been preheated to 425 degrees, and we're going to roast them. We're going to leave those in there for 35 minutes, but we are going to check them at least once or twice to make sure the onions aren't burning. And if they are, we're going to go ahead and turn them. Now let's go ahead and get started on our avocado toast. To make our avocado toast, we first need to make mashed avocados. We're going to start with some lemon juice. We're going to juice our lemon. we need 3 tablespoons. 3 tablespoons is actually always usually just 1 lemon's worth. That's 1/2. Let's juice the other. Make sure I get it all. Push hard. Cooking can be exercise. Now let's go ahead and check and see how much we got. Don't make me a liar, lemon. Perfect! 3 tablespoons exactly. Our vegetables have been in the oven for about 10 minutes now. We're going to go ahead and check them and see how they look. Look at all that delicious flavor. Everything looks good. We're going to go ahead and shut it and let them keep roasting. Now back to our avocado toast. Can't have avocado toast without avocados. I'm going to show you the easiest way to, oh, never mind, this one did it for me. Perfect. We've got the seed out. Now we're going to go ahead and get the avocado out. And the best way to do that is to take a spoon, slide it along the inside of the skin there, and look at that. Pops right out. Beautiful if you need slicing, which we don't, but still it's very helpful. This recipe calls for 3 avocados, and I got lucky. Sometimes when you cut into an avocado, it's like opening a box of chocolates and you don't know what you're going to get. But all 3 of my avocados were perfect with no yucky brown spots. So I'm going to go ahead and put them into the bowl. I'm going to wipe off my hands. And then we're going to add our seasonings. We need our 3 tablespoons of lemon juice. Pour that in. A dash of black pepper. Again, I like my things heavily seasoned. And then we need another dash of kosher salt. Not too much. Oversalting is really difficult to fix. We need to add a dash of cayenne pepper. You can increase that or decrease it depending on how much spice you like. We just like a little bit. And now we've got all those wonderful ingredients in this bowl and we're going to give them a good mashing. It's kind of good to take your frustrations out. You've had a bad day, kids are acting up, husband's being lazy. Just kidding. Alright, don't want to mash it too much. I want to keep maybe some lumps in there. I'm not making guacamole. Alright, that looks good to me. Okay, we're ready to go ahead and check on our vegetables again. We're going to add a delicious garnish to our soup of freshly grated Parmesan. I have a microplane grater and a little safety device so that I don't grate my fingers. And what we're going to do is drop a little block of the cheese in there, put the holder on top, and then sometimes I find it easier just to go ahead and grate it onto my cutting board because it's hard to get a bowl that's deep enough. Then we'll transfer it over to the bowl. Okay, that looks like just about half a cup. Maybe that's a little bit more, but that's okay. A little more cheese never hurt anybody. Our vegetables are almost ready. So we're almost ready to make our soup in our blender. The recipe calls for 2 cups of chicken broth, and it needs to be warmed. So we're going to go ahead and measure that out, and then give it a quick warm up in the microwave. Sounds like our vegetables are done. Let's take a look. Oh my goodness. These look fantastic. We're going to put these over here and let them cool just a bit. They're super hot right now, so if we tried to work with them, we would definitely end up burning ourselves. All right, we have all of our vegetables perfectly roasted. Now they've cooled down and it's time to make our soup in the blender. What we're going to do is grab a spoon and carefully scoop these vegetables into the blender. And once I get them all in there, I'm going to try to get some of this delicious juice in there as well. And I might not be able to do everything at once. I might have to work in batches here. So let's start with about half the tomatoes. One more scoop. And then half of the onion and celery and garlic that's over here. So let's get a little bit of the celery. One more big hunk of onion here. And then 2 cloves of garlic. And we'll save the rest of this for batch number 2. Then we're going to come over here and get our chicken broth that we've warmed up. And we're going to pour about 1/2 cup into the blender. Let's go ahead and make that a full cup. A little bit more. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead, place the top on securely, make sure everything's buttoned down, and we're going to go ahead and blend it. I think for this I'm going to use the Food Chop Salsa button. We'll see how that works. Oh, it'd help if I turned it on. Okay, here we go. That gives it a nice Alright, that looks like about the consistency that I like. So we're going to go ahead and pour that. Ooh, that looks so good. I'm going to pour into a stock pot so that we can heat it up. Let's go ahead and get the rest of our vegetables in here, blend them up, and we'll be on our way. Okay, our second batch of vegetables is all blended up and ready to be poured into the pot. Our soup is heating up on the stove, and we're going to go ahead and toast 4 slices of this delicious bread that I just... Looks like our toast is done. Let's go ahead and get it out of the toaster. Bring it over to a plate. We're going to go ahead and take our delicious avocado spread that we made and smear it all on there. Don't be stingy. Okay. We still have to make sure we have enough for everyone in the family. Okay. That looks delicious. And we're going to give it a little sprinkle of some pine nuts. You can go ahead and toast these and increase their flavor, but I didn't have time. Alright, just a little sprinkle of pine nuts. And then we'll get our soup. It's warming over here on the stove. Got a bowl ready to go. Let's go ahead and turn that off. This made a lot of soup. It says it serves 4, but that would be 4 really big people. 2 big ladles full. Maybe another half. Okay. Come over here. Sprinkle some of that fresh Parmesan on top. And there you have it. 2 hot new food trends. Easy and beautiful, healthy. What a great dinner. We've got our avocado toast and our blender-made fresh tomato soup. This has been Katie's Kitchen, and I'm so excited that you joined me today. Thank you so much. You can go to my website, www.katieskitchen.com, and find this recipe and many, many more. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time in Katie's Kitchen.